Hello everyone, welcome back to FRCA Podcast Corner Q&A. We are now joined by the one and only prodigy, that is Daniel, who's underlined all the tech, everything under these projects we've been up to recently. So Dan, why don't you introduce yourself to our viewers?
Hey guys, my name's Dan. So my involvement in all of this is I'm like the producer, the video editor. I basically everything that you see going on now and in the other videos or here on like Spotify and stuff, basically I've done it.
Brilliant, Daniel. Sir, as of all this Spotify and all that stuff, why don't you tell everyone what projects we've been involved with?
Yeah, so obviously I've been involved with this one. I'm on it now, and if you want to see last week's, it's on YouTube, and it was just a little bit talking about what we're going to be doing on the podcast and on these videos, and we've recently started Simply Inspired, is it?
Indeed we have.
Yeah, and that's really good. We've got a new one out tomorrow that is with Alfie English, is that?
Indeed it is, yeah. Alfie English was just a performer, wasn't he, really? Just playing, was it Noel Gallagher?
Noel Gallagher.
Yeah,
I can't remember what song.
But yeah, if you guys fancy yourself some Noel Gallagher inspired sort of stuff, hit the YouTube, subscribe to our channel and just check it out, because we're not going to also just be bringing music to it. We plan to also bring to the table even some acting, you know.
Yeah, so we've got planned, like we said yesterday, we've got like some kind of acting, maybe some poetry, some reading, because Simply Inspired is not just about music, it's who inspires you as like a person in like your day-to-day living life, I think. Yeah,
exactly. So moving on, Dan, why don't you tell us and the viewers about more like what it's just been like being on the technical side of things, you know, running all the shots or calling all the shots more or less.
So for me, I started doing sound maybe 3 years ago now, I can't really remember, and it just started at Tribfest with, literally went up to Ian Thompson and just said, can I have a look at doing sound and stuff, and he kind of showed me the iPad, then really just left me to it, kind of. It was still there, but I was like basically running the shots kind of thing. Obviously Ian was there, and then since then I think I've just more built on everything. I've been like building on doing sound for studios. Like at the moment, I'm recording and producing a song for Lucy Musgrave, and that will be out soon, so you can check that out on I think Spotify and everything. And yeah, so the video has been a new thing for me. So I started filming in lockdown, like drum videos for me. So that was a new experience with all the editing and stuff, and I was doing some church things for people. And then the first one I think we did was like the Q&A with you. I've properly done filming with different like camera angles and lights and everything. So it's just been like a really good new experience for me.
That's awesome stuff, Dan, that you definitely come a long way, I think, you know, from where I remember you. So like I say at Tribfest, what you just highlighted, you know, well, the experience you've started from, you know, just from jumping in with Ian Thompson just to help him out. There was this one line the other day I heard from someone I listened to, right? And it just struck me, I think. So one of these things was use your youth as a superpower. And that's, I think, exactly what you did, right? So, yeah, you just went in, just got yourself involved, didn't you? And then from then on, you've just been running the works, doing all of it, haven't you?
Well, I mean, it was like the first year I properly did sound, so it wasn't last year, the year before. There was a guy called Dave Elf, and he kind of came over to Ian and said, who's he? And he was really interested with me and really liked what I was doing. It was like literally the first time I did sound like really independently on my own. I was still learning. And it was, I can't remember what it was quite a couple of months ago, and I kind of started doing work experience with Dave. I did more concerts, I did ones independently, and then just before lockdown, like a couple of weeks before lockdown, I went on the ferries and I ran my own stage. I did sound, I was in charge of it. So just from asking Ian, I've had all these experiences.
It's just opportunities came your way. That's what it's been about, hasn't it?
Yeah.
That sounds, but that's incredible. I didn't even know you were doing stuff on ferries as well. That's incredible.
Yeah, and it was paid stuff as well. So, and that's just like another step for me. Great experience.
Just
that
more and more experience, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's excellent stuff. So moving on forward a bit more, like obviously had all the experience coming your way, but what would you say was your driving motivator for things like the editing, the sound? Like, was there anything that probably just thought or kicked you off thinking, you know, I want to do this?
Yeah. So I watch like constantly this guy called Jake Goslin. I think I've got his name right. And he runs a YouTube channel called Churchfront. So he does a lot of like tech savvy stuff. It's all based around like filming and sound. It's based more on churches, but a lot of what is taught on there is just really spoken to me, and I think has made me do the things that I do the way I do it. So like for sound and for like videoing, like I got the thing from him just about like using like lamps and just kind of like using a couple, making placements, making them look good. Like we're literally just using 3 lamps in here and this one here and a little LED just to kind of make it look a little bit nicer and not plain, and they're the things that I've just got off from that.
That's excellent. And I think just last question, how have you so far found or felt being involved in these projects? Are you excited for it to continue?
So it's kind of like mixed emotions, but it's like good, but then at the same time it can kind of be stressful because I'm new to doing editing and stuff, and I'm learning. I'm still learning. Like sometimes I can get stressed, like why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? But then I go back to the thing of like either I kind of have a look on the Churchfront like website thing and I can find a video on there that then helps me out. But I'm really excited. Like it's really like my videoing's getting better and better, as you've said, Ian said, I can see. Like I just think I'm really excited to see where it's going to go and what we're going to be doing. And we've got loads of projects planned, don't we?
Yeah, exactly. Like I think really this has just been, not just for Freedom Road, but it's just been for us a stepping stone, hasn't it? You know, because it wasn't even any input from Freedom Road as such, was it? It was basically me, you, Jack, who unfortunately couldn't be with us today. We just kicked it off, didn't we? We just got together.
Well, it was just an idea that came from Jack and then Lou, like from you. And then I just kind of like made that image and that kind of thought and dream just actually happen. Just and like we just said, let's go for it.
Yeah, why not? I think if anything, just we know how the current situation, lockdown has taught us. It's just been a chance for us to just try new things, learn new things, and this has just been, on top of the other projects, just one of those things, hasn't it, Dan?
I think this has been like a massive new step for Freedom Road in an area of doing like what we're doing now, like you being interviewing me. We've never done this before, like filming and stuff. So I think it's just a great thing where we're going, like the path we're taking, I think is really, really good. Yeah,
exactly. And bear in mind, guys, we could be entering another lockdown, right? This is just from being in lockdown. Who knows where this could go, right? If we, once things ease and the restrictions get eased, we could be doing a lot more of this stuff. Like we could have more artists coming in, doing the stuff, or also get what their inspirations are, it'd be great.
Yeah, because we don't just want to have like Freedom Road people, we want to get other people like involved, because it's just around bringing other like youth groups and other communities like together, I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty
and that's
much
a big thing we're trying to do, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, I think that concludes the interview really. So if you want to hear more about the stuff I've been getting up to, you can check out Podcast Corner on SoundCloud, Spotify now, just to hear about 30 minutes worth of podcasting, just about trivial things like school, pets and all those sort of things. We've also been now starting YouTube, as you can see, so keep checking us out and subscribe to us. And you can also check me and Jack Thompson out on the radio. We now have a radio station, FRCA FM. We're now on every Wednesday, 7 until 8 o'clock, every Wednesday. Be sure to check it out to get some local talent to your ears.
Just a quick thing as well, before we just quickly close up.
Go for it.
I think a great thing that would like to know is what you would like us to maybe look at doing as like a little project. Like we've got like the Simply Inspired. If there's something that you maybe want us to do, then put it in the comments. We'll obviously read them. If it's like appropriate and we can do it, we'll obviously have a look and have a talk about doing it, won't we? Yeah, excellent. Also, guys, for those who are watching us at the moment, if any of you guys are artists or in any way into the creative arts like us and are local in either the Hull region or Humberside, drop in the comments if you're interested in ever coming in to do a recording or anything, or just to be sat here with us with an interview. We're lucky to have you. I mean, yeah, so like you said, if you are interested, message us on Instagram or Facebook. It's FRCA Podcast Corner. Drop us a message and we'll get back. and we can work out from there. Yeah, I think we're done, aren't we?
Yeah, excellent. Got anything else to say? Yeah. All good. Right. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you as we bring more updates. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.